great reasons to move to Scandinavia from the US, and 5 practical tips in this video. Hi guys, I'm Anna and welcome to my channel. Myself, I'm currently living between 4 countries: Norway, Italy, France and England. And today I want to talk to you about moving to Scandinavia, and I'm going to prove you that currently it's one of the best places to move and to start your life for many Americans. This is the trend now. It's like a real dream came true. As one of the most prosperous regions in Europe, Scandinavia offers plenty of opportunities for those of you looking to start a new life. Totally different from your life in the US, I have to admit, and in a few weeks' time I'm gonna check it myself. I'm going to LA, to California. Okay, I'm not calling California the US, it's a part of the US, but it's kind of different state of it. I know this, but still, if you have any questions, if you want to compare my life in Norway or my life in Europe to the US, please drop all your questions in the comment box down below and I will be happy to provide you with this information. Also guys, on this channel, I'm talking a lot about moving to Norway or to moving to Europe, but my personal story actually started with moving from Moscow, from Russia, to London, England, and that was the most challenging, the toughest relocation I ever had in my entire life. Out of 7 countries I used to live in, moving to London, moving to England was the most difficult and challenging for me. And if you want to know more details about this particular move, also please let me know in the comments down below, and I will be happy to shoot a specific video for you about my relocation back then from Russia to England. Please let me know if you are interested. My current situation is like this. Again, if you have any questions, this is my email address. I will be happy to have a private consultation with you if you want to repeat such success. And it doesn't really matter if you're a student, professional or just a retiree. There are plenty of great reasons to move from the US to Scandinavia. And our reason number 1, the most important reason, is quality of life in Scandinavia. This region is considered as one of the happiest and most livable regions in the world, with people enjoying many social benefits, such as free healthcare and education, also free. Can you believe it? And we all know that Scandinavia offers that amazing, unbeatable, uncomparable work and life balance. I would say life and work balance, with much shorter working hours than many other countries. For example, in Norway, you might be leaving your office every Friday at about 12 noon, just between me and you. And of course, our great reason number 2, cultural richness. Scandinavia is a home for the world's most exciting cultures, with its unique blend of Nordic and Viking heritage. In addition, its vibrant cities offer a lot of exciting opportunities and activities, and tons of modern attractions such as galleries, museums, live music events. And certainly Scandinavia has a robust outdoor culture, with skiing, snowboarding, sailing, hiking popular all over the region. Our reason number 3, and let's talk about safety and stability. While the United States enjoys good safety standards, at least this is what us Europeans think about, you guys, Scandinavia is known for its exceptional political and social stability levels. This is further enhanced by the region's strict gun laws, which ensure that firearms are rarely used in criminal activities. And especially for people with families and young children, this is undeniable significant plus. And of course, our reason number 4 for today, and nature. Gorgeous nature and landscape of the whole Nordic Scandinavian region. Just think of the Northern Lights and you will have a very good understanding right away of just how spectacular and breathtaking Scandinavian nature can be. Those were my personal 4 great reasons why it can be a very good idea to move from the US to Scandinavia, and especially now. And now I'm going to give you 5 top tips about that move, or what you should be aware of before that move from anywhere in the world, from the US in particular, to gorgeous region of Scandinavia. First of all, and of course, research all legal aspects, or just book a private consultation with me and I will be happy to tell you everything you need to know and have. As immigration and visa laws can be quite complex, especially if you never moved to any other country before. And it's the first ever relocation in your entire life. We've all been through this. So please make sure you do your deep research before you move. Find out what sort of visa, what visa categories are available, and especially what particular documents you need to apply for them. Work permits are also very important to consider, especially if you're planning to find a job there. Number 2, okay, I never get tired talking about this. Learn the local language. And yes, no matter that almost everyone speaks English in Scandinavia, every Nordic country has its own unique local language. Learning at least one of their native languages, of course the language of the country you're planning your relocation to, would be really beneficial for you first of all, and quite necessary, especially in the future if you're planning to get a job there, get settled in the local society. Eventually you will need to have that local language exam to get your paperwork sorted as the resident of this country, and at this stage knowing at least basic level of that local language will be absolutely essential, will be a must for you. I'm usually using 2 sources of this information. They both online, of course, because I'm traveling all the time, and if you're coming to from America, you will be so happy to see the pricing there. So first of all, I always have a private tutor for the language I need to learn or to brush up, talking about my French or Italian now. Anyway, platform is called italki, and it has a lot of native speaker teachers, and you can choose any of them you like and you resonate the most. The lesson starts from only $5 per lesson. You don't need any subscription, or you can get a pack of the lessons. I'm usually getting 5 lessons, 90 minutes each, and I'm paying about $135 for a pack of 5 lessons with a native speaker. So I'm making sure that I don't only understand the locals when I'm arriving, but I also sound the right way for them to understand me when I speak. And the second platform I'm using now, especially if you're a fan of Netflix, and this is what you usually do evening time, there is a similar platform to Netflix, but for learning the languages. It's called LingoPie, and now I'm watching it every single evening to brush up my French or Italian. So basically, after having those lessons with my tutor, I'm switching to language learning Netflix, LingoPie, and I'm also watching my favorite TV shows and my favorite cartoons, sorry for that, but on the language I am studying. So my ear is getting used to it, and I'm writing down all the phrases and words I don't quite understand, and the next day, or I have my next lesson in italki, I'm asking all the questions I didn't get from the movies and TV series in LingoPie. So by combining these 2 sources of learning a new language makes miracle for me. And this is exactly how parlo italiano, or je parle français à France. Number 3, and it's more practical. Guys, before you move, you really need to hire a delivery company or a moving company, any way you call it. As every international move you have can be really hard and challenging to arrange and manage. I've been through it like 7 times in my life, and believe me guys, to have a trustworthy and reliable partner when you do all these international moves, it's essential. And it's best, always best, to hire a professional moving company, and especially make sure that they have insurance they will offer you, just to make sure, to guarantee that your stuff will not just arrive, but it will arrive the exact way you actually sent it. Just learn from my mistakes. I had this quite a few times in my life, so do not repeat it. Hire a professional moving company to handle your logistics and moving all your belongings. And even better, try to ask for some referrals from your friends or from people who moved recently to the country of your dream. They will probably have their path and their experience, and I'm sure they will share some contacts they used in the past, and then they're gonna be working just perfectly for you. Referrals are absolutely the best way here. Also, you can always read reviews on the internet and just choose the best company which works specifically for you, especially if you have lots of stuff or you're moving pets with you, animals. Or, okay guys, you can just ask me in the comments down below, and I will share some ideas with you which companies I was using in the past. Well, I'm having my moves like every 2 years. I survived a lot, and I will be happy to share my experience with you and the names of some of the companies I really trust with every move of mine. Number 4, guys, and I keep telling you this over and over again, please, please, please get ready for your move financially. And especially if you're moving to Scandinavia, you have no idea how many initial costs, initial expenses you will have while you're moving from any country to Scandinavia. So make sure you have sufficient funds to cover all your costs before proceeding. And having your emergency fund to set aside is also a good idea, just in case if something doesn't go as planned, and usually many things go the way they were not planned before. And my dear friends, if you're planning to move on a tight budget, you really may want to consider taking a personal loan in your country. And of course, you can compare different types of personal loans to make sure which one works the best for you. Make sure that you are comfortable with the loan amount and with the terms of repayments. And from my own experience, guys, it's always easier to do in your country, because until you get your bank account in a new country, until you build your credit history on everything, I just don't want you to end up with random credit cards with insane rate, as they usually offering it for the foreigners, for all people who just came to the country and don't have any solid credit rating yet. So just to avoid getting these crazy, ridiculously rated credit cards, you better get a loan in your country. You will keep your bank account for some time, so you will be quite comfortable with paying all these loans. How I'm usually doing these things, I do have still my credit cards open in England because I have the best rate here. I spent more than 10 years in this country, so my terms are quite okay. And when I'm moving from one country to another, I'm having my Revolut account for both my personal Revolut card and my business Revolut card. So basically all my operational cash is coming from my Revolut account, because I can pay in local currency without any international bank charges. But when it comes every single month at the beginning of it to repayment of my credit cards and my little loan I also had from the UK, I'm just transferring from my Revolut account where I'm getting all my payments, and I'm just transferring to my British account to cover all these expenses. But I'm really happy that I did it well before I started moving. That's how I won a little bit of, better bank rates and better loan terms, having it in the country of my origin. And of course, last but far not least, and I would say my absolutely favorite one, number 5, and always, make connections, meet people, network. And by the way, if you want to know how I'm usually networking from people from another country when I didn't even move there, also please let me know in the comments down below how to approach people from different countries, how to strike that conversation and how to get to know them. Just prepare your social nest before you actually move to the country. Let me know in the comments, and I can film a specific video for you of how to meet people in new countries, how to make friends there, and all these good things. Any questions you have, guys, let me know. I'll do my best to help you. It's a small channel, and I'm reading all the comments here myself, and if I feel that this subject will help you in the future, of course I will film a video for you. What's the problem? Happy to help, always happy to help you. But we all know this starting up fresh can be really difficult and challenging for everyone in a new country. So my advice, guys, make as many connections as you can possibly make from your country before you leave. This means joining some local groups and local events. Try to find and attend all these events in your location, the events that connected with your new destination. You may also want to reach out to those people who already moved to the country of your dream and ask their advice. And certainly moving to Scandinavia can be a very rewarding experience, but if you plan and prepare for it, the region has a lot to offer with its high quality of life, stunning nature and vibrant culture. Just make sure that you take your time to research the options and properly understand what exactly required before your final move. By the way, which country in Scandinavian region you are targeting as your dream country? Which country in the area you would like to move and why? Please let me know in the comments down below. I will be so happy to see your opinion. And thank you so much, guys, for being with me today, for sharing this amazing day. I wish you an amazing rest of your weeks. And of course, I hope to see you in my next videos. Bye for now, guys. Bye.